Hey, what's up guys? Jackson here at Toasty DIY, and today we're going to be unboxing and testing out the Fanttik Nex S1 Pro screwdriver all-in-one kit. Let's go ahead and unbox. Alright, so I'm excited to unbox this Nex S1 Pro because this screwdriver right here is a lot more powerful than the other ones that we have gotten from them in the past. So we actually used a few Fanttik products around the office, but I would say our favorite is probably going to be like that massive kit that I did. I think it was the first DIY I did for them. It was the Max kit, which is really like a mini repair kit designed for like laptops, tablets, phones, stuff like that. You know, it doesn't have a whole lot of torque. I think it's like under a Newton meter of torque, and it's very small. It's like a little pin style screwdriver. This, on the other hand, is much more like almost closer to a drill in a way. It's really designed for you know, people like electricians, people building a lot of like furniture and stuff like that. Comes with a massive aluminum case, which appears to be spring-loaded. So this is almost like a giant version of that last Fanttik product I took a look at, which that one had a bunch of bits on the side, and I'm assuming this one will too. Let's see. Okay, so screwdriver pulls out. There we go. So you can see here we have much larger bits. Yeah, this is literally a giant version of what I took a look at before. So inside here, to charge the actual screwdriver, because this is a drill, we have a USB-A to USB-C, so very standard, which is nice that it's USB-C, so you can plug it in either way. Very easy to get replacement cables, has a really nice snap feel when you plug it in. And we can see here a very simple use of a screwdriver. So this little mini drill is kind of like, I guess it's a pin style drill, but it's a pretty big pin, more like one of those giant Sharpies. And you can see here we have multiple modes. We have off, which that's kind of cool. Off, we can use this as a flashlight. I never would have thought of that, but I'm sure that's what they were thinking. And it also makes it to where you have a lot more Newton meters worth of strength, but then we can actually change between modes here. So 1, 2, and 3. Now with the 1, 2, and 3, it doesn't actually change the speed. The speed is always going to be the same. I think it's about 220. So 220 RPM when it's unloaded, meaning you're not actually screwing or unscrewing with it. And changing between 1, 2, and 3 just changes the amount of foot-pounds or Newton meters of torque it's allowed to do, which is really good for when you're building furniture, or if you're in any type of professional field where you don't want to be stripping things out, you can set this before you start screwing. Now inside this kit we get a good amount of bits here. You can see we have really all the essentials. They're all extended, which I like. So pretty thin too, so they can get in pretty much anything. But it looks like we have pH 0 all the way up to pH 2. And then we have all of our basic flathead bits. We have a couple of square bits. We also have a few of the Allen head bits, and then we even have some Torx bits. But hey, now that we got the screwdriver actually unboxed, it's time to actually put this to the test. We're gonna find some things around the office and at home and actually use this to screw things and unscrew things to see how strong or weak it actually is. All right, we got our first task for the S1 Pro. So let's go ahead and get out the driver. Let's go ahead and get out our bits. And I'm thinking, let's go, I think a pH 2 would actually be good for this. Oh yeah, pH 2 is a perfect fit. So this right here is a Fender Acoustasonic 40, and it's a little bit older. Well, I guess it's probably about a year old. And I've had some rattling coming from it. Oh, these are really long screws. So getting the screw out is very easy. I don't know, let me see. Sometimes whenever you have a clutch, the clutch only works on the forward setting. So let's see. Yeah, I'm assuming it's only, let's try to tighten one. Ooh. Oh, that's a lot stronger than I thought it would be. So from what I'm gathering, it seems like this thing is strong enough where like even the number 1 setting is a little bit tighter than these screws that I'm unscrewing right now. You can see this thing trying to like leave my hand. All right. So now I'm just going to go through and just make sure everything on the outside's tight. All right, let's check the feet on it real quick. Make sure those are good and tight. Actually a little bit loose, okay. So far I feel like everything on this amp has been a little bit looser than I'd like it to be. Because like I said, whenever and I'm not even playing that loud, whenever I just have it even a little bit up, I get a decent amount of vibration. One other thing that I keep accidentally doing is it's pretty easy to turn this off, because whenever the screwdriver is going, you kind of want to hold it with two hands almost, and naturally when it torques itself, I'm like turning it off. So I guess that's another, I don't really know if there's much of a way to fix that, but I guess that'd be another small complaint of mine. But all right, let's go ahead, let's put our sound foam back in. All right, well, fender amp's looking pretty good. I'm excited about that. I think it's gonna be fixed now, but I'm gonna go, let's try to find something where we can actually test the torque setting and see if we can, actually get it to torque out. All right, so we get the torque setting set to 1, and I'm gonna test this in our vise. So the vise is clamped down with the PH2 screw, very, very tight. So I'm gonna hold this with 2 hands, and we're gonna see if we can get it to actually clutch out. Okay, it's a little funky how it clutches out, but it does do it. It kind of feels like it kind of feels like a normal drill clutching out, which let me show you guys actually real quick. I want to show you what a normal drill. So here I have a Makita. I mean, this is like a full-size drill, but we're gonna use their bit, and so we're gonna go to, basically it's like screw mode, where it'll let you use the clutch. If you have it on any of these other modes, it won't use the clutch. We'll just put it to 1, so it should be a very light clutch setting. So you can see, very, very easy to hit. It's not much at all when I have it like on the 1, but yeah, you can go all the way from 1 to 21. This one, it has 3 clutch settings. Let's go ahead and try a higher clutch setting real quick, just to make sure that it is in fact working. So number 1 does work. Like I said, it's pretty tight. Or I guess a lot of torque is what I should say. Number 2, oh yeah, number 2 is definitely harder to stop. Okay, number 3. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, you can see where it blinks. So I don't know. It's not like the typical clutch that I like to see on a drill, or at least I should say it's not like a clutch I thought it would be. So that'd be my only complaint with this, I guess, is really just, it's not like you have a ton of grip. So I definitely think they could have less torque on this screwdriver. I definitely think that number 1 should be, as easy, if not easier, than this drill here. And then number 2 and 3 can, be whatever really. But that'd be my one complaint, is I wish it had a little bit less bite to it on the other settings. So the Fanttik S1 Pro, my overall thoughts is, it's a pretty cool little driver. I mean, the fact that it can fit in your pocket, I think is pretty nice. The fact that this even could fit in your pocket, I think that's like the main selling points here, because this is, the $50 to $70 range. I do think that there could be better options. I mean, at that point, you could get an actual drill that will have a clutch with a wide variety of settings on it. Well, this one, I mean, it's cool that it kind of has a clutch. It's just the fact that, like, at the end of the day, you're not going to get as much torque as you can with the drill. You don't have as much clutch control as you do with the drill. And on top of that, it's not the most ergonomic. I mean, it's ergonomic for very light applications, but as soon as you're having to use like the higher torque range on this thing, it really wants to twist out of your hand and stuff. So my opinion on it is for someone that needs something that doesn't take up a lot of room, they need something very portable, and maybe for very specific use cases where you need like kind of slim environments and stuff, I think it's a cool little device. But I think if you're just looking for a general purpose like drill for around the house, I would probably get a drill that has an actual chuck, because then you can put any bit you want in it at any size, and you can use things to pre-drill with, because you can actually put pre-drill bits in there and other things like that. So overall, I think it's pretty cool, but like I said, very specific use case. But if you guys would like to buy one of these, there will be affiliate links in the description down below where you can pick one up and you will support us as well. We hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out Toasty Bros, Toasty Clips, and PC Bros. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.